You know, it seems like everyone at the royal family treats Meghan like Yoko Ono. Why would William be so upset with Meghan and go after her to her husband? I mean, there's something bizarre about this.
Well, some are speculating that, and Harry has sort of said this, that they were outshined by Meghan and Harry, and they wanted to be the shiny things. And I think that's probably what happened. Because he was supposed to be the heir, and Harry's supposed to be the spare.
I know.
And now you've got this new, this couple that everyone was in love with. They should have welcomed her and welcomed her culture, and they did not. I think there was a lot of bigotry going on. People that are saying, like, why is he, doing this publicly? Well, he's doing it publicly because he tried to do it privately. And rather than reconcile with him and talk about it, the royal family decided to leak things to the press.
Sunny Hostin, a beacon of truth, did not mince words on The View. Her comments about Harry and Meghan Sussex reverberated through the air, hitting hard and leaving an indelible mark on the audience. She highlighted the fact that the Sussexes are loved, adored even. And it was that love, that adoration, which ignited a flame of jealousy and bitterness among those who felt overshadowed by their popularity. When Sunny Hostin said it, the audience erupted in applause. It was as if they had been waiting for someone to voice the unspoken truth. It was a moment of liberation, a moment of recognition. The applause was not just an acknowledgement of Sunny's words, but a collective sentiment, a shared understanding that resounded in the room and beyond. Sunny Hostin didn't dance around the issue. She did not tiptoe around the truth. She did not sugarcoat it. She said it as it was. The resentment towards Harry and Meghan Sussex, she pointed out, was not about anything other than their undeniable star power, their charisma, their charm, their influence. It was too much for some people to handle. It was too bright, too powerful, and instead of basking in their light, they chose to retreat into the shadows, letting jealousy and bitterness consume them. Sunny Hostin's words were a wake-up call, a call to acknowledge the truth, to face it head-on. Harry and Meghan Sussex weren't the problem. The problem was the insecurity of those who felt left in the shadows, who felt overshadowed by their success. And no amount of rewriting history can change that. Sunny Hostin's words resonated with the audience, a testament to the truth she spoke. Her courage in speaking the truth, her determination in standing up for what she believed in, is something to be admired, to be respected. Sunny Hostin, in that moment, was not just a beacon of truth. She was a beacon of courage, of integrity, of honesty, and for that she deserves our appreciation. For ages, the narrative around Harry and Meghan Sussex has been skewed and misrepresented. It has been a carefully choreographed dance around the real issue, a ballet of misdirection and denial. Yet the truth, as it often does, finds its way to the surface. It's not about protocol, not about tradition, not even about royal duties. It's about the undeniable star power of the Sussexes, and the bitterness and jealousy it has sparked. In the grand theatre of public opinion, Harry and Meghan Sussex have been the dazzling stars. They've brought a new energy, a fresh perspective, and an undeniable charisma that has captured the world's attention. And while their star has risen, others have found themselves relegated to the wings, overshadowed and outshone. This is where Sunny Hostin enters the narrative. With her incisive comments on The View, she cut through the fog of denial and misrepresentation, illuminating the real issue at hand. She gave voice to the unspoken truth, that the resentment towards Harry and Meghan Sussex stemmed from their star power. Their light shone too brightly for some, prompting feelings of jealousy and bitterness. Instead of acknowledging their success and celebrating the new dimension they brought to the royal stage, these individuals have sought to undermine and belittle the Sussexes. Rather than embracing change and progress, they have clung to the shadows, resenting the spotlight that Harry and Meghan have earned. It's a bitter truth, but a truth nonetheless. Hostin's comments laid bare the reality of the situation, a reality that many have been reluctant to admit. The problem isn't with Harry and Meghan Sussex. The problem lies with those who feel eclipsed, those who feel left behind in the glow of the Sussexes' star power. Hostin courageously addressed the elephant in the room, setting the record straight. Harry and Meghan Sussex aren't the problem. The problem is the insecurity of those who stand in their shadows. and no amount of rewriting history will change that fact. The bitterness towards Harry and Meghan Sussex was not about them, but about those who felt overshadowed. Now let's delve deeper into this poignant observation made by Sunny Hostin. Harry and Meghan Sussex, a couple of immense charisma and influence, have been the subject of much discussion. Their allure, their charm, their ability to connect with people from all walks of life, their dedication to humanitarian causes. All these qualities made them shine brightly on the world stage. They were not just another royal couple, they were a symbol of change, a breath of fresh air. But this radiance, this magnetic pull, it seems, was too much for some to handle. As Hostin astutely pointed out, this wasn't about Harry and Meghan's actions or intentions. It was about those who felt overshadowed by their bright light. Those who, rather than celebrating the Sussexes' success and the fresh perspective they brought to the table, chose to focus on their own insecurities, their own diminishing spotlight. The efforts to tear down Harry and Meghan, to dim their light, were not just a reflection of pettiness, but also a stark display of insecurity. And this insecurity was not born out of any fault of the Sussexes, but rather, it was a manifestation of the discomfort of those who found themselves outshone, outmatched, and outpaced. This is the bitterness that Hostin unveiled, the bitterness that was not about Harry and Meghan Sussex, but about those who felt their own light was being eclipsed. It's important to remember that the Sussexes were not the ones casting the shadows. They were merely shining their light, living their truth. So, let's be clear. The Sussexes' bright star was not the problem. The problem was, and continues to be, the insecurity of those left in the shadows, and no amount of rewriting history will change that. As we move forward, let's remember to celebrate success, rather than attempting to extinguish another's light out of fear of our own darkness. Sunny Hostin deserves applause for her candidness and bravery. This is where we find ourselves, at the end of a narrative that has been twisted and turned, spun and respun. But through it all, Sunny Hostin has stood as a beacon of truth, a voice willing to rise above the clamour and speak the unspoken. She's done more than just share her opinion on The View. She's opened a dialogue, a conversation that many have been too afraid to initiate. She's given voice to what many of us have known all along, but have been too reticent to articulate. The issue was never Harry and Meghan Sussex. The issue, rather unnervingly, lay with those who felt overshadowed by their radiant presence. It's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? To admit that the problem was not with the couple who dared to step away from tradition, but rather with those who were left behind, grappling with the sting of their own insecurities. They were the ones who felt the heat of Harry and Meghan's star power, the ones who found themselves blinded by the dazzling light of their success. And yet, Sunny Hostin did not shy away from stating this truth. She did not mince her words, nor did she cushion her statements to protect fragile egos. She called it as she saw it, and in doing so she held up a mirror to a reality that many have tried to deny. Harry and Meghan Sussex were not the problem. Their love, their success, their undeniable impact, these were not issues. The issue was how others chose to react to them, how they allowed their own insecurities to taint their perception and fuel their bitterness. No amount of rewriting history can eclipse the truth that Sunny Hostin so eloquently illuminated. Her words stand as a testament to the courage it takes to speak truth to power, to challenge the narrative and to shine a light on the shadows where some would rather we didn't look. She deserves not just our applause, but our deepest appreciation.